What's up? This is the Kaze here. I just had to seize the opportunity to get on stream here with a game that has like really captured my imagination. It's called Roguebook. Roguebook is a sort of similar to the Slay the Spire and Dicey Dungeon vein. It is a rogue-like deck builder where you progress and try to rank your guys up, and there's overall progression. So without sort of wasting too much time, I just wanted to get a quick playthrough in kind of on stream because I can't stop playing this game. I really like it. I've been very impressed so far. The pedigree of this game actually comes, I believe, from Richard Garfield, who's one of the guys from Magic the Gathering. And the studio that's working on it is, I forgot their name, Abracam. That's right. I wanted to get that correct. Abracam SA. And it's published by Abracam in Nakon, Big Ben Interactive. So, Abracam Entertainment, do they even have a history, or is this their first kind of? Let's see here. Do they have started a decade ago? That's right. They created Feria. It's probably their big one, their strategy card game, living board game. If you haven't heard of that, don't be alone. But anyway, enough said about kind of the developer side of things. So what you're presented with here right away, you notice we have this kind of very lush kind of hex grid setup, and we got three guys here. So unfortunately, the turtle and armor wolf, whatever their names are, aren't in the game, but are sort of like I don't know. He's some kind of mollusk fighting man. Not sure. He is available, and he's who we're going to be picking here. So Sirocco, he's basically kind of a tankish. I guess he's a half ogre, half mollusk. I don't know. But basically, much like Slay the Spire, you get block. Block goes away at the end of the turn, etc. You'll notice right away, though, the map is very different from Slay the Spire. So first of all, we need to pick up Strako because in this game, you have two characters. You have your primary character out in front, which by default is Shara, the Dragon Slayer. And so you need to pick a second guy here. So now that you have your two, you can actually go unlock the gate and begin level 1. See the game kind of does a refresh as we approach the gate. Then what's going to do is it's going to draw the path to the boss. It's going to reveal that kind of unfog before it, if you will. Now this guy over on the right is the merchant, and you can visit his store pretty much at any time you want, which is very different from Slay the Spire, where you're kind of left to the whims of chance on whether or not you're going to get to a store when you happen to have a lot of money. If you play for money, you'll definitely be able to always come back and actually spend it. Now, the store is split into three categories here. So, what we have is... Oh, accidentally closed. So, obviously, we have our collection of cards. There's our gold value. Up here in the corner, you can see how much gold I have. The other thing the game does is it tells you who the boss is going to be at the end of Act 3. Slay the Spire, you don't know until you get to that act. Here, you can actually build towards the guy that you know you're going to fight. So that's a bit of a bonus. It's not quite as much up to chance. So you can buy cards, add them to your deck. Cards are pretty straightforward. The structure is that up here you have the cost of the card, name of the card, description of what the card does. You'll notice that there's these little slots on the side. And these slots allow you to use gems in the cards. The gems are for sale down here, where they can modify the way the cards work and sometimes turn a decent card into like a truly powerful card. I got one that cost 2 energy to do 15 damage, and then I got a gem that tripled that damage. So spending 2 energy for 45 damage to all enemies was really worth my time. So just be cognizant that, while card draw maybe isn't great now, sometimes if you get the right gem, you can really make some fun stuff happen. So it's always good to come in here first, see what gems are available, and see if they're going to like synergize with any of the cards that you pick up later. So Jagged Jade here allows it to pierce through for half damage to the next enemy. If you wind up fighting multiple enemies, this kind of stuff is really helpful. Then up here, these are kind of your equipment cards that you can pick up for your actual characters. So like this Mecha Cannon, actually some of these are assigned to people. These are not equipment cards. These are like artifacts. So there's two things. So one, you have the actual equipment here that's on your characters. You can pick these up. And then there'll be another box just to the side here once I have acquired some that are artifacts. And that's actually what's for sale up here. So you can start with a spirit always in battle. So you can actually have kind of a third helper character or even more. You can get more spirits. So there's a lot of interesting meta to this game, I think, to explore. We'll leave for right now. There's a lot of tiles that you can't walk through. Anything with debris, anything with trees, buildings, you actually can't walk those. You can see my marker actually turns red as I start to try and cross those. So you actually have to have a green path all the way to a tile to get there. Combat will block a walkway. So you notice these are all red because I have to clear a normal battle to be able to advance. Down here you have the Vault of Wisdom. So these basically you pay 40 gold and you get a choice of one of 3 random cards. This game, at least so far, doesn't have a lot of easy ways to obtain deck purity. We'll get into that when we perhaps uncover a chance to manage that. So first of all, let's just get it started and get into our first fight, because really a lot of the map is restricted. Uh-oh. Do we have a lockup? I'm not getting any love here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So right now, you're probably thinking, oh, wow, okay, this is like Slay the Spire, just with better art. It's very similar. Not going to lie, they did pick what works. You've got gain 5 block. You've got attack for 6. Now, you'll notice that the cards are divided amongst your 2 characters. And whether they're in the front or the back actually matters. So Shara, being the Dragon Slayer, she starts with this sort of destiny weapon where if she's in the front, she gains 3 power. And he starts that at the end of your turn, if he is the one in the front, you gain 2 block. So managing them back and forth becomes like a little bit of an artful dance as you pick up like powers and abilities. And that kind of stuff really helps you sort of manage who's going to block at the end of the round. So right now I can see I'm not going to be attacked. It does have the enemy intent thing, just like Slay the Spire. So I know he's going to block and use a buff, so I should just go all in. She gets a +3 power bonus when she's in front, so her attacks are worth more than his attacks. There's no penalty for him attacking from the back row, though. So there's no real change here on the first round. We'll just get some damage in. Okay, so now he's given himself 2 strength buff, and he's got 10 block, and he's going to attack us for 14 damage. So this is rough. We don't have enough damage output to burst him down before that comes off, so we should really just focus on trying not to take damage this turn. So first, I'm going to go ahead and have Shara here block. She's going to gain 5 shield. The blocking is actually shared across both characters. So this is a cumulative block that I can build up. You'll notice that now these cards have this little switcher graphic over the cost, and that essentially denotes that using this is going to make them come to the front or change position. So I'm going to play this. He's going to come up front. Now we're at 12 guard. He's coming for 14, and I know at the end of my turn that I'll gain 2 block. So I can go ahead and I probably should have attacked before I moved her back, but It doesn't matter, he's got shield anyway. And I'll end my turn. So now I'm at 14. His 2 hits don't get through. And we're good to go. Deck keeps auto shuffling. This is the discard pile. If you, much like Slay the Spire, sometimes you can use a really powerful card, but it's only one use, and this will show you whether or not you've used it. So just a couple quality of life improvements. This is how many cards are in your draw pile, and this is how many action points you have to spend this round. Pretty straightforward stuff. So lunge will actually move me to the front. It says 8 now, but I know that I'll get my 3 bonus when I move to the front. And I actually have drawn no defense with him at all, so he's got to get out of the front anyway. Alright, we'll attack again. So he's got a little too much life for us to take him down this turn. We'll just get a block in. And unfortunately, she's going to eat some damage. Eating any damage at all in a normal battle is actually pretty negative, I find. You really want to err on the side of blocking and not being over-aggressive. Unfortunately, that's not how this cookie is crumbled, so I wound up taking damage in the very first combat. I'll put him back in front just for the heck of it. And we should be able to finish him off here if we get enough damage. So this will wipe his shield, and this will finish him. So now he's gone. One thing, and if the developers happen to see this, you gotta get different voice actors. Shara's voice actor is really abysmal. If she's gonna be your iconic main character, like, you gotta get somebody else. Or at least redo the lines with the actress you have. It's just, they really don't feel naturally spoken at all. It's very obnoxious. So yeah, I just, hopefully the desktop audio is coming through loud enough, but not blurring me out. It's the first time working with this game, so I don't quite have the balancing down yet. So let me know if the audio is jacked. Alright, so anyway, we can get a Rune of Sight here, which is going to give us a random spot on the map and its adjacent tiles. So there's another Rune of Sight down there. We can decide to go for that later. Now, looking at the icons across the bottom of the screen here, the one I want to focus on, this is the brush. You start every round with 5 paintbrush attempts against the board to reveal tiles. And as you can see, it reveals around you in this sort of, 2 hex circle centered on you. So figuring out where to maneuver, where to stand when you use these things is critical. The places that are occluded means that you're not going to be able to walk through there. So that lets you do a little bit of planning before you reveal about, I'm not going to be able to reach this straight, or I'm going to make sure that there's a route here. So the Sky Tower is a goal to get to, because if you can touch the Sky Tower, it will reveal all those tiles around it. So it's worth trekking towards. We've got Royal Ink here, which gives us 5 in a straight line. So we can use this to hit the tower if we can find a straight line that's going to get us there. So if you notice, I go a straight line here. I'm not going to hit it. This straight line is blocked by this thing, so I wouldn't be able to get to the Sky Tower. It's blocked this way. So I think only from here am I going to be able to get to that Sky Tower with the use of this. And it doesn't use one of my 5 brushes to fire off. So this is really helpful to get early, because now I can charge straight to the Sky Tower and reveal a bunch of stuff. So the kind of things that you're going to find on the ground, there are, I think, 2 hearts per map to get 10 life back to both your heroes. Really important to be able to get through some of the harder fights. There are piles of gold, so you can get hella rich. It's really worth drafting cards, and the reason why is actually revealed here. So as you draft more cards into your deck, you'll unlock abilities for either of your characters or the party at large. So being like super confined on deck purity is not maybe like your best play that you're going to want to accomplish. So that said, let us, let's draft a card. Think we're going to need a card here. So let's pay 40 gold. All right, so combo cards, the way they work is if you play like a Shara card after a Sorako card, as long as you alternate, it actually reduces the cost of combo cards. So this card can be made free. And essentially, this is like a banked energy for next turn. That's what Courage is. So it'll give you one more energy to spend on cards next turn. And like I said, you can get it for free. So this is the kind of card I love to pick up. Open Wound doubles enemies bleed. So if you're building a bleed deck, this could be a real fun way to go. Notice it does have the dissolve, so you only get one use of it before it ends. And then we have the Sucker Punch. So if Sorako is leading, if it played any cards this turn, you can get the lead enemy a 12 damage hit for 0. It's the first time I've ever seen this card, and I like it. It's a pretty common scenario to have Sorako leading and not having attacked or anything this turn, so that seems like a really achievable mechanic to get 12 damage on an enemy. Alright, so let's grab another normal battle because this is how we get more of those inks. The first map is pretty nice with the enemies. You know, like this guy comes into battle asleep a lot. It's very helpful, so the first round you can just really worry on putting a beating on him. He does hit hard. So, if Sorako's leading, you haven't played any cards yet this turn, sure, it's free. Like, why not? Oh, he's not leading. So yeah, I can't use it this turn because I didn't bring him out in front last turn. That's my own fault. I'm going to need 11 damage to put this guy down. And it's definitely worth doing. And then we'll have Sorako take the lead. And he'll get 9 blocks. The potion gives him 2 bonus at the end of his turn. Alright, so we can lunge and probably get 11 damage in here, and then we'll use 2 defense cards and we'll take no damage. So, defend and defend. I really like the interface on this game, like how big the buttons are. It just feels more accessible. Obviously, the art is great, the background's slightly animated, and just it's really well done effort. I mean, I assume they got like real money behind this thing because it's too nicely made to be a cheap effort. So I'm just gonna do a couple of attacks, have him stand out there and guard again. Not the most eventful combat. Hey, I can use Sucker Punch for the first time. Peace. See ya. Alright, so we picked up some money and another Royal Ink. I like Royal Ink. So one of the things you also want to do when you come onto a map is look and see if there are any rare items that are just sitting out here. There's usually 2 per map. Each turn gain 3 block. I mean, that just seems something that'd be always useful. What's on the other side? Equipped hero gets +1 damage per round. So both are decent, but I think I want that 3 block. So what I'm going to use is this Royal Ink. So there's a page on the ground here. These pages are actually used to buy progression abilities. So finding one is pretty lucky. Alright, then I'm going to use my brush here. Oh, we revealed another heart. That's great. May have to come back and pick that up later. I definitely don't want to use it now. Alright, so we're back over 150 gold. Let's look at the merchant and double check his inventory here. See if there's anything I want to get. Lightning Draw. So charge means it will move your character from the back to the front. Attack for 15, and if this is turn 1, attack 3 times. Paying 1 to get 15 damage in general is pretty good, because normally I have this dual card, which is, you know, pay 1 for 12 damage. So this has that extra ability, It also has 2 upgrade slots, which means you could potentially turn this into a very powerful card. For instance, it has charge forward. You could buy the Sapphire of Temperance, and this would stay in your hand if you didn't use it during a turn, because it has retain, and it would have ranged, which means that if you played it while Shara was in the back row, it would be 0. So, not bad. Or you could add the Gem of Endurance here, so that not only do you get the attack, but you also gain 7 block out of it. So, that's also great. Or you can make the damage spill over. It's very tempting pickup, honestly. I'm really debating on it. I think here, gain 10 block and a random card in your hand costs. Wow, I'd really like to zoom in on that. I hope that's 0. Making a random card 0 is one of the most fun parts of Slay the Spire tactics. Thing is, right now this card costs 2 and it only has 1 upgrade slot. So that's why it's kind of a middling pickup. It's neat, but Unstable Concoction, gain 3 energy immediately, dissolve every card you play this turn. Seems like a high risk, high reward kind of card when you're trying to burst people down for the quick kill. Seems like you'd really not have a lot of use for this over a long fight. So looking at what we got here, I'm going to take Lightning Draw. It's expensive, but I want to believe. That's really all it is. I want to believe that card is going to be super cool. Because there's a gem that you can make it start in your hand at every game. So if we're lucky, I'll find that gem, put it on there, and then that card will always be in my hand. It'll always be 45 damage every time we start playing. Oh, I got it right away. Charge for 18. This is turn 1, attack 3 times. So here we go. That is a lot of damage for a very little price. I don't know. I'm gonna run out of ability to get him on the first turn. If I play these 2, it'll be 18 damage. He'll be just too much. Oh, man, I really wish there was a way I could get just a couple more points of damage. It doesn't look like I can. So I'm gonna hit him one more time, and then I'm gonna swap out with my boy here, get the block. When I end turn, I will also gain some block from his potion that's equipped on him. So here we go. All right, well, we can finish this guy off this round for sure. Oh, sucker punched immediately, and then lunge, boom. So the cards we're picking up are doing real work right now. This is a good run. I'm happy with what we've got so far. Like any of these games, there are bad runs and good runs. So we got another Royal Ink. I am hitting the jackpot with those. Royal Ink is really helpful for like exploring deep into uncharted territory. Like if I really want to get out here and get that Horned Helm, Royal Ink is going to be one of the best cards to help me do that. But I need to find a good place to use it, and I'm thinking right here. This line of 5 here. That's going to get me around all this obstruction where I can start using my brushes to move in. So let's place that here. All right. Now if I use my brush. Oh, I revealed a 3rd heart. Wow, I think it's the first time I've ever found all 3 hearts on a map. I only thought there were 2. Early access, y'all. I mean, I don't know the game that well. Okay, so +1 power. She has far more in the range of attack cards typically, so it's probably a safer bet just to always give it to her. There's that bad voice acting I was talking about. That to me is the worst sin of this game, is the voice acting of her. It's just really, I don't know. It takes away any drama you might feel, or I I just wish it was better. That's really, I don't know how else to say it. It's just like, be better, please. So basically, there's one elite battle guarding the boss here. And I can either do it, or I could spend a brush to unlock the ability to dance around it and go into the boss. But we're doing very, very well this time, so I might actually just go for the elite fight. Let's go draft. Attack twice for damage equal to size of your draw pile. Leading enemy for 12. Harrier, ally aggressive. Oh, it inflicts bleed. Okay, let's pick up Harrier. That's a pretty decent card. You know, I'm feeling froggy. Like, let's just go into the elite fight and let the chips fall where they may. I might end my run right here. I don't know. Okay, so Queen's Assassin. I see. It's the Snow White lady. Cowardly. Runners takes damage, lose 2 power this turn. Okay, so every time I land a hit. So she's really resilient to like multi-hitting. Let's get Harrier out. And let's lunge at her, and then definitely gonna need to guard up. Yep, I'm out of energy. Okay. I assume at some point she's gonna go into like rage or some crazy stuff. Alright, there's our free sucker punch. Again, I really like that. This is not turn 1. So this will bring her forward though, and since he's made vulnerable right now for 1 turn, it would behoove me to follow through on that. And then throw up some block. And then go ahead and hit another 10. So far, this one's going down fairly easy. Wow. Okay. This might be the weakest of the elite fights I've ever been in, because usually I don't get this lucky. Alright. She might wind up taking some damage here. Yeah. Took a bit of an ow, but that's okay. Because I think we can finish the fight right here. Alright, peaced out. Alright. Looks like Yusuke 187 might be heading over. Ogre Club. Whenever the equipped hero attacks for 12 damage in a single turn, inflict 3 bleed. It's probably going to be her. Got ourselves another brush. Got ourselves a progression page. So she's over 10 down and he's 5 down. I think I can probably handle one more normal battle before heart grabbing. Do I have any more normal battles available to me though? I kind of have drawn a deficit here on normal fights. So let's see. This would reveal only like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles. If I used it here, I'd reveal 5, 11-ish. So yeah, let's pop one. Ah, nothing. Just 10 gold. Got 2 more brushes left, and I don't, because this is all blocked, unfortunately, you know, I RNG'd a completely blocked side here. With this also, there's no real route for me to get to this tower. There's nothing that really curves around like this. Like that's just too aggravating to get over there. And I know that there's no reward because I've already gotten both items. So I might head over here. Just dry. Bone dry out here. Wow. We might be ready to go fight the boss if... Okay. We finally revealed some more gold in another fight. Alright, let's get in this fight. Then we'll heal up and we'll go knock down a boss. So, Govey, this is a... an early access demo that's only available for this week. So that's why you don't know it. It's completely grabbed me though. I have not been able to stop playing it since I got my hands on it, my grubby hands on it. Unfortunately, I can't play this, and there's no reason to defend because no one's attacking. So these guys hit really, really hard. It's important to burst them down as fast as you possibly can. So you want to use your big guns on them and just get one of them going right away so that you can start working on the second one. Yeah, you see they hit for 18. They are no joke. You liking Sirocco? He's a pretty cool guy. So let's see, I can do 19, 29, 39. I have enough damage to put this dude down. Let's go. Hopefully I didn't miscalculate. Oh, that's great. Flawless. Alright, we've got a little more ink to work with. Let's reveal some more of the map here. Where might be interesting to reveal? So what we have here, this bottle is the doubling ink. So it actually reaches like 3 out from you in either direction. So if you can find like a bridge that's got 3 in each direction, you know, to uncover worthwhile, that's really what you want to look for. Or like a tile out on the edge. That's the kind of stuff I think would be good. This is 3, but that's only really 1 in that direction. Where do I want to spend this? Getting near the end of the round, so I want to make one last chance to grab what I can before it's boss times. There's not any super amazing place to use this. This will reveal there to there. Okay, let's go here. Oh, that's unwalkable terrain. Never mind, that would have been too good. Alright, this will give me almost the most I can use it for. Alright, picked up a little gold, and great, we finally encountered like a narrative challenge. So these are like creatures from around the world that you can interact with. Paying 50 gold to get a gem is a steal, because sometimes it's great. Alright, we got a rare one. Discard a card to reduce cost by 1. That's great. Let's leave. So then you can come into the crafting screen here and look through and see if you have any 2 cost stuff that you really want to make 1, or any 1 cost stuff. That'd be amazing if it were 0. Right now, the only one I'm thinking about is Harrier. Being able to throw him out for 0 would be nice. To not have to pay for him. Or, you know, just making like guard, which is 7 block, free with a discard of another card, is not a terrible way to live either. Because getting more block as often as you can is pretty good. I might just hold on to this for now. I might get a better card later that synergizes more with it. Oh, you know what I should do? I should probably go draft another card. Where's one of our happy draft boxes? Do we have any left? Have I used all of them? Aw, dang. Oh, here we go. We got one more. Hike over there. Attack for 4, inflict 5 bleed. The enemy loses 5 power this turn. Wow, I like that one. Making it cost less would be really cool. But having a free attack is also really, really handy all the time. Like this one is much less situational. But losing 5 power can be the meeting between life and death, especially when an enemy is like hitting like 3 times. That can be a 15 damage swing just from landing this. Alright, let's pick it up. Alright, let's craft it too. So, there's blind. Put that in the slot. And boom, we have altered the card cost. Also, that's enough cards to unlock these. So I can take Resilience. Whenever a shard takes damage, she'll gain a stack of Courage. That means next round I'll have a bonus energy. Goes +1 max life for each card in your deck. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen that one before. Or start every battle with 10 block. Now, block only works for the first turn. Next turn, the block would go away. That's not a terrible way to go, though, because that just means, like, in normal fights, since your first round's blocking, you can go harder in with your attacks on the first round. You don't have to check yourself. He would get 16 extra life. And gaining courage whenever she's hit is not bad, but you ideally never want her to get hit. So this is like one that you get this power only if things go awry, which you don't really want them to. So I think I'm going to try prepare it and hope that just helps me with like bosses and normal guy fights. See, like the voice acting though, man, that is... the voice acting's the one thing they gotta fix, man. Shara's voice is straight up butt. It is a butt voice. Like, it's so bad. Alright, Govey. So we're gonna go hit this boss up now. Regulators! Mount up. Okay. So see, right away, we got 13 because we've got the yak hide and we have the prepared. So instead of having to like spend a bunch on defending up my first turn, I instead can start applying damage. Now what I don't have is something that hits all 3 of these dudes, and that's a shame. Because the way this guy's mechanic works is if you beat the front bearer, which takes 25 damage, then his attack is halved. And if you attack the back bearer, then he essentially becomes vulnerable and takes double damage. So having like Flame Breath or something that hits all 3 of them is really great. Unfortunately, this is not going to go awesome for me. And they count as 1 creature thanks to this Unity ability. She's going to attack and debuff whoever's in front. So let's have her go ahead and get to work. It doesn't matter except for whether or not I want to affect this, or not affect it at all. I definitely want to keep trying to weaken his attacks. So, going in... Yeah, I mean, this is a boss fight, man. 230. He's for really reals. You thought he was just playing? He is not. There's no way for me to rotate Sirocco in because he attacks comfortably from backline. So he doesn't get a forced switch up to use his attacks. Maybe one of the other, accessory guys is going to work that way. So let's just punk this front dude. Alright, so we did enough damage. You notice that his attack has been weakened. So now Shara, the Dragon Slayer, is not going to take any damage. It doesn't stop the debuff, though. So now, his attack goes up to 52 because it's getting doubled. So what we should do is get a hit in, and then we're going to need to switch over and defend and guard. So let's get our hit in, play our defense, and then guard, swap him in. And when I click end, he'll drink this potion, and I'll go up to 17. So he's still going to take a grip. There we go. 6 damage penetrated through. Not a fun time. Alright, we got Blind and we got Sucker Punch. So Sucker Punch again is free if he's in front. Bang. Just right away. Love it. Blind. And we have Harrier. So Harrier will put bleed on the enemy. I think that's worth getting out there. Spend the energy on. Then we'll use Blind and we'll discard our strike for that. Actually, let's see. Yeah, because we're going to need the defense. Effect 5 bleed. Enemy loses 5 power this turn. And we'll get rid of the strike to pay for it. Did that not actually attack him? Oh, yeah, there it is. He's minus 5 in power. Okay. Then we'll gain this, and we'll gain 2 more. And now our little guy's putting bleed on all of them, so they're going to take damage every turn. Which is going to really help us chop this guy down. Alright. So continually hacking the front guy to weaken the attack is the easiest way to win here. Alright, so now his damage has dropped down to 18. And we'll throw up 5 block, and then we'll bring him back in with 7 block. See, you can barely even touch the curly mustache. Like, that squid stash, strong. I'm telling you. Alright, let's continue beating on the front guy to keep trying to keep the attack down. Because bleed over time now is going to win us this fight. Thinking of the order of operations here. I got 2 energy left. So if I do this, I'll lose, and then I'll guard. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So let's guard and strike the front guy. There we go. And I'm going to take no damage, and I'm going to put more bleed on. This guy's chilling with 18 stacks of bleed. This bleed guy is doing super amazing work. I'm definitely going to be giving him that end of year bonus. Employee of the month right now. Looking like a shoe-in for it. I got no block cards for Sirocco this turn, which is okay because he's taking double damage. I don't want him in front anyway. So we are going to lunge forward, put her out in front, have her armor up, and then chop this guy again to try and weaken the attack as much as we can. And end the turn. Ooh. She got smacked. Yeah, this is not a game for non-blocking tactics for sure. Being hyper aggressive in this game will get you chopped. See, they're all at 1 life. Like this is Dunzo. Pieced. I made that look easy, dude. That run was great. So, I get to pick one. This is awesome. Feria, referencing their other game. That's cool. Crystallis, the name of a game for the NES by SNK. It's actually where Athena from King of Fighters comes from. And Magda's Rose. At the start of each turn, add a random card of the equipped hero into your hand and cost 0. Wow. Oh, each battle. For those each turn. That would have been sick. Each turn, the first time you dissolve a card, gain 1. At the start of each battle, the equipped hero gains protection. Prevents the first damage this hero would take. I think I'm going to opt for the Rose. If only because we have that amazing charge card that works on first turn. So every now and then the Rose is going to drop that in my hand for first turn for free. And we're going to just get a gang of damage in. Like 45 damage or something. So that's the brushes that you're going to take to the next round. It's just a random amount of gold. And then here you can choose an epic gem, or you can choose to acquire 3 cards. So this makes the card not leave your hand and makes it cost 1 less from the back row, which is good. Meanwhile, on this side, we've got Mountain Fist, 8 block, and then damage equal to your block. So if you can play other block cards first to pump up your block more, you can make Mountain Fist do a lot of damage. And it's got 2 gem slots, so you can mess with the cost. Deals damage. This deals the same. So this is a Spirit Helper that doubles her damage. Wow, that sounds... Oh, but it loses 1 spirit every time. So, like, this will work for a couple turns in a row. Still, sounds like it could lead to some pretty disastrous combos, especially depending on what you slot here. And then Huddle, gain 7 block. If you control an ally, gain 11 block instead. So this is literally giving us another ally card. We already have one on our deck, and this one helps. I like this trio of cards. I think they're synergy. I'm going to pick them up. We're going to grab another one, couple upgrade pages, which we'll show at the end of the run. Unfortunately, because this is a demo, the Doomed coin must be gotten, and this turns off gold gaining. So that means my next round is going to be severely weakened because I can no longer gain gold. So however much money I have now is how much money I have, which is why you saw me hitting all those chests, buying all those cards. I'm 1 short of 150, so if this guy has an amazing 150 card, I'm going to be a little sad. Pierce, deal 10 damage. Slam, like via Onyx. Sticky Fingers on the card. Attack for 24 for each card placed turn. So if you are playing a daggers deck, which works just like Slay the Spire, we get a bunch of 0-cost daggers. You can bring the cost of Slam down to basically free and get 24 damage in. It's pretty great. The gems here, this card destroys an enemy, gain 25 gold. Again, I assume I can't get this because I have the Cursed Coin, which prevents money gain. Gem of Transcendence, whenever you draw this, reduces cost by 1. That is a pretty great gem to attach to a card, but it is out of my reach, as is Mega Ruby. This is the one I got last time where I mentioned I got triple damage. That is a disgusting one. I had a card that did 17 damage to all people, and then I tripled it. So, and then I cloned that card later. Lava Shield, whenever enemy attacks, they take 3. I've had this before. It's really nice. Mecha Cannon and Medallion. I can't afford those either. So I'm really just looking at, do I want to buy Blade Dance? Attack for 0 whenever the hero swap increases card's damage by 3. So over the course of battle, Blade Dance will become better and better and better in your deck. And this can really get out of hand if you can get the right gem on it. Attack for 8, increases damage by 3 for each ally. Fire Oil gives you a permanent just +3 damage for the whole battle, but it's a dissolve card, so you only get 1 use of it. If you can get a gem that removes its dissolve or something, that would be crazy good. We already have Huddle. I like Blade Dance, and it leaves me enough to draft a card afterwards, so I'm going to do that. And we've unlocked another talent tier, so I can pick one of these advantages. Start each battle with 3 daggers. Oh, if I had Slam, start each battle with 3 daggers. Boom, boom, boom. Slam's cost goes down. That could have been cool. Powered Fist makes Sirocco, makes each turn gains plus... Well, the first attack he does gains 3 power. That's okay. And Stoicism, at the start of each turn, gains 6 block. This effect ends once you get through your deck once. Having more block is more survivability in this game for sure. Having Sirocco be able to do a bit more damage. Starting the battle with 3 daggers isn't that great, because daggers don't do a lot of damage. If you had a lot of bonuses to her attack, that could be really, really potent. Oh, I don't know. It's debatable. I wish I had some other things that interacted with the hidden blades, like something that gave me poison every time I attacked or something. I'm going to go with Stoicism. I think survivability, especially against all the normal fights, is really the key on the second map. I have never beaten the second map boss. But I have to say, we're doing really, really good on this run. I feel really great about it. Let's look at the structure of our map here. We got 2 towers right off our main path. We got a random Rune of Sight that'll reveal something. Over here, common, equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. Sure, it's okay. What we got over here? Ogre Toe, also common, 2 or more, deal 5 damage to all enemies. So, 2 very similar cards to each other. Alright, enough talking though. Let's get at it. I really wish I had 50 gold though. 49 makes me like, I'm worried I'm going to pull one of those cards that's like, hey, I'll give you cool stuff for 50 gold, and I won't have 50 gold. If this is turn 1, attack 3 times. Oh man, hell yeah, let's do this. So he gains 30 armor the first time he takes damage, and she cut through that already. Attack for 4. Mirror image. Oh, whoops. I definitely should have done this first before playing that card. Oh, no. Yeah. Oops. I went out of order. Oh, well. I got too hype. Let's put the mirror image out. Let's blade dance. And see, I can go super hard on the first turn because I got all this stuff stacked up to give me first turn block, right? That's why I can like try to burst this guy down and not be in a long fight with him. See, I'm getting 9 block right away. Gain 8 block and then do damage equal to your block. Blind, inflict. Oh, I love it. Let's do blind. Yeah, now he's only doing 7 damage, so I already don't have to worry about what's he gonna do. Although I probably should have. Yeah, because he's gonna gain 30. I cannot burst down the rest of that, unfortunately. Alright. I probably misplayed that. Hope no one's looking for optimal play for a game this new, okay? I'm having a very good run already. Alright, I've given you the tools you need to be good here. If you control an ally, gain 11 block. That's hype. I'm down for that. And we could get Harrier going. We already got 8 bleed for... Oh, he's at 1 HP. Never mind. What am I thinking? We're done. See ya. Man. Please, developer, if you ever see my stream, can you please fix her voice acting before launch? That's my one wish. Alright, so we got the Stardust ink this time. This will consume one of our 5 brushes per round, but it's really useful when you're trying to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be, because this lets you pick the space that the radius of 2 emanates from. It's extraordinarily useful card. So I can play it here, and I can get to the Sky Tower in 1 move, which I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. So I have to decide which Sky Tower I want to go for, because it could really give me both. That is really far north, as is that. Man, it's really hard to get these items. Let's actually go see what our random reveal is. I forgot, we earned one of these. Okay, so we know there's a normal level fight in range of the Sky Tower. That makes it more attractive, I think, to potentially go reveal. So see, normal reveal is going to get me there. It's not going to get me to the Sky Tower, right? But if I use Stardust ink, then I can reveal all of these and connect this all together. Plus, I'm going to get the Sky Tower, which is going to show me all of that. So I can like make this really chain together optimally. Then I go over here. Alright, so we picked up, oh, an extra elite battle. Elite battles are risky. Often elites can be almost as hard as bosses. We also got another random reveal. Oh wow, right at the edge like that. That's rare. Unfortunately, because I can't pick up gold, getting more of these boxes to draft cards is not going to be a super helpful vector for me. Alright, well, I don't want to get in the elite battle, so we'll get in a normal fight. Also, there's so much like uncrossable terrain here. This is a really bad map gen for that reason. If we'd gotten a couple more of like the bridge inks, we could have tried to go in a straight line for this one, maybe. But you know, we'll make it work. Maybe. Alright, let's just get into a fight. Let's go. Ah, the catapult. So, this guy consistently summons these yaks out in front of him, these war yaks. And he gives them bonuses. I don't know why these yaks and, like, I guess raccoons or tanukis or whatever they are working together. So, I have a guest arriving. Yusuke is outside. I think what I'm going to do is... So this is 19 turn 1, attack 3 times. Oh, yes. Gain 1 block, attack for 5, and gain a courage for next round. We should definitely do that. Wait. Why can't I play that? That's weird. Can I play this? Look at that. Oh my god. Why do I play this on myself? I'm not sure why this isn't playable. Oh, there we go. Alright. This guy is just getting rocked on turn 1. And then we're going to bring Sirocco up front. Just, it's good policy to always do that. So there's his summoned yak. So if something has this indicator, it means that you don't have to beat it to win the battle, which is honestly something I enjoy a lot more than Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is a nightmare when things summon other creatures because it literally just drags the battle out potentially forever. You can wind up with some stalemates depending on how your deck's built. So we're just gonna bleed this guy, and we're gonna get rid of defend this turn because we don't need it. And so we're just gonna summon both our guys. Yeah, these guys aren't gonna get anywhere against. My build right now is honestly one of the better ones I've seen in the game. Oh, you can only attack the front guy? I might have just boned myself. I did. Well, maybe my guys will clean up with the poison and the bleed and whatnot. There we go. So yeah, when the main guy dies, it takes out his little underlings. And we got a Stardust ink. Okay, so Yusuke's pulling up outside. I will be right back in a second. I just need to go open the door. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Alright, sorry for the delay there. My moderator Yusuke actually just rolled up outside, so let him in here. Okay. I think what I want to do is find a good place to use our ink that we've picked up, the Stardust ink. All adjacent spaces within a radius of 2.
Hey,
Yep. Gubby's been up in here. He's got you know, card in his heart, I think. He's been true to that for life. I'm sure he'll love to inform you. So we're gonna come back over to the main path here. And what we're gonna do is, I'm thinking about just expanding out east here and see if we can make the ogre toe happen. This is so much closer, but man, I really hate how there's just this very tiny linear path. We're not going to pick up much on the way. We still got 4 brushes to get, so I kind of want to just set out on a quest and see how we do. So to get us kind of started, I'm going to use Stardust ink, and also later I'll give myself a way around that elite battle if I don't want to do it to face the boss. There we go. We picked up a heart. That's the most important thing. So see the Doom coin preventing me from getting any gold, unfortunately. We didn't pick up any normal fights, which is a little disappointing. So we know that this is a clue, so actually this is a better spend. We'll get slightly more value out of our brush. Heading over. Thank you. Alright. Elites are bust. I respect it. Oh, I didn't get there, and there's still no normal fights. Oh, still no normal fights. This is crazy. Man, I really thought I would get into a bunch of stuff over here. And it's been an absolute desert. So now I'm really up against the wall. All I can do is fight an elite fight to get another brush to get that item. So it looks like Boyong is going to get his choice here. Let's go. Alright, so this guy, the Llamacorn, he essentially consistently heals every round, which is a very frustrating mechanic. So bursting him down as hard as you can is the way to go. This card is not in my deck. This has been granted to me by a artifact that I have. So both heroes gain power equal to the Mentor's Spirit. The Mentor's Spirit to... Oh, wow. Okay. That's handy. Also going to put out this ally, which mirrors the damage I do. And then we are going to lunge right away. Get a lot of damage on first turn.
What?
The door. Can you please shut up?
Yes.
Thanks. Alright, let's go. Okay. So we put 3 bleed on this guy. You can see he did heal up. He's coming for 12 damage. We still got 9 block here. So this Mentor was a random card that got dropped in my hand. So as you can see, she's now at 6 power bonus. So if a card would normally do 6, now it's going to do 12. So this is... She's built for mad damage right now. But also notice that the Llama puts these guilt cards into my deck because I should feel bad about hurting a rare and majestic Llamacorn. So I don't want to use blind, I think, but what's nice is that he gave me a free card to discard. So I can also put my other assistant out here, the Harrier, so that I'm stacking bleed on him every round. And that's going to help me overcome his devious healing advantage. So we've really got like a really nice setup for fighting this guy. Now it's just about taking as little damage as possible. So I'm going to blind him and see, I get to freely discard this 0 cost card he dumped into my hand like a jerk. My block is now going to cover it and I can hit for 12. Then you notice that my mirror image also swings for 12. So this Llama is taking a grip of damage. He had 2 bleed put on him by the other guy here. So this is crazy. Like, we have an unbelievable setup for kicking this dude's ass. It's actually pretty impressive. This will give us 11 block because we have allies, but he's not even attacking this turn. So Just going to continue to have Shara, our Dragon Slayer here, going hard right from the start and just shred this guy's life as aggressively as I can. Fortunately, I'm all out. So I'm going to take this chance to put Sirocco up front in case I draw Sucker Punch next turn. Sucker Punch only works if he's in front. No love. Didn't get it. Alright. Attack for 6. Whenever the hero swap increases by 3. So as I play, Blade Dance becomes a better and better card, right? It gives us that velocity. We're already, though, murdering this guy with Bleed. Bleed is crippling him. So it's just about dealing with this 22 damage that he's going to throw at me. I think playing a Defend and a Mountain Fist is probably the way to go. So Defend's going to add to my 14. Now I'm going to gain 8 block, and I'm going to do a total damage equal to my block. So there's 16 after getting through his shield. Still overcoming that 10 every round that he gains back. And 2, he's continuing to add bleed. So this is just the easiest I've ever had fighting the Llamacorn, because I've got such an incredible run going right now. I want to emphasize this guy is usually not this easy of an elite fight. I'm making it look way too simple. Alright, so if we can just come up with 9 damage, this is game. And we're barely going to do it, because see, he's filled my deck with so much junk that I got nothing this hand. Fortunately, Charge is a very potent card. So, boom. Making the elite look totally free. Sapphire of Temperance. Retain and ranged. So if I play it from the back, it's actually cheaper. We got that extra brush. And again, these are for the meta overall progression. These pages of history that we've picked up. So with the elite out of the way and one more brush to play, I can come over here and grab the item. So let's do that. Oh, there is an alchemist here. Unfortunately, because I can't pick up gold, I don't have enough money to do anything with it. So we're going to grab the Ogre Toe. Whenever the equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 energy or more, it'll deal 5 damage to all enemies. Does she even have any 2-cost cards? Hardly. I think it's more like he does. So I'll throw the Ogre Toe on him. He's half ogre. Maybe he's cool with it. Maybe it's incredibly racist for him. I don't really know what his experience is like. I don't want to take that narrative away from him. So here we can go into the card crafting and try to figure out what might be good for the retain every round till I want to use it and make it cheaper from the back row. Mirror Image seems like the obvious play here at 2 cost. Making that cheaper from the back row is really good. Lightning Draw, working from the back row, doesn't make so much sense. It's okay, but it has charge on. It's going to bring you forward after using it. Blade Dance free from the back row, again, not a crazy bonus. Making spirits free to throw out is really nice because they usually don't give it a bonus right away, so you don't have the extra energy to spend. Mountain Fist from the back row, actually bringing this down to a 1 cost might make the most sense. Especially with how much time we've had Shara spending at the front, giving Sirocco here, our first mate, the gem to reduce it might be the way to go. Let's go ahead and play it that way. Actually, what we should do, spend the rest of my gold on a card first, in case there's one other card that would be better. So what we got here? Mortars. Random enemy for 3. Repeat for each card you've played this turn. Not bad. I like Prepare. Again, it's ranged, so from the back, it becomes 1 cheaper. You gain 7 block, you gain 2 courage. The courage being energy for the next round. And then if I added the gem to it, that makes it ranged already with Retain. I don't think it would become cheaper. So it doesn't have any synergy with the gem that I have, but it's still pretty good. And Fire Oil, just giving a hero a permanent +3 damage all combat, straight up. It's one-time use, does its job. It's an okay card. I'm gonna definitely take Prepare, and then I'm gonna craft. Think Mirror Image is probably where I'm gonna go with this, or Mountain Fist, one of these two. I think Mountain Fist, actually. Let's do Mountain Fist. Alright, crafted it up. So that means if I don't use it the first time I see it. So I actually got through the second board with full life, which is kind of unheard of. But it's also because I didn't really get into very many fights. I had a lot of deserted territory. There is one more elite fight I could get into. The problem with that idea is that I only have one heart. So if I wind up taking like 20 to 30 damage on one of the characters through the elite fight, it's going to severely cripple me in the boss battle. So I think we might just go for the boss and let the chips fall where they may. I mean, I'm at full life. I've cleared the board. I've used all my brushes. Let's go. I've never beaten this boss, and so it's a different one. Oh, great! So let's see what we got here. Blessing of Majinata. Has the Blessing of Majinata. Power is increased by 10. Gains 20 block per turn. What? How am I supposed to fight that? Bleed. That's... Oh, man, we got open wounds. So we should save this and not use this on first turn. So he's already coming at me for 30 damage. And I have one defense card in hand. I didn't get a lot of drafted defense, and this battle might be where I suffer. We'll see. The key is going to have to be to try and burst him down as fast as possible. He's only got 62 HP. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So let's just get in here and do some damage. Let's see. He's going to do 30 damage. So yeah, I need to gain some more block. And I'll attack for 6.
So all combat commands are done with the cards?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like Slay the Spire. So Sucker Punch, it's going to let me do some damage to the front. He weakened it, though, unfortunately. So Mirror Image, I debated making it cheaper from the back. I didn't wind up playing it. Harrier is going to be the key to this battle because it constantly inflicts bleed every round. And I think bleed is the only way I'm going to overcome this fight. I don't have enough defense to mess with this guy. It's really bad. Really a bad look. I mean, he's just going to hurt me a lot. I just got to survive. Like, see, she's almost dead from one attack. So, oh, great. Well, Huddle is going to help. All right. So, again, he's got so much armor here. He's coming for 30 damage again. So, we're going to get 11. All right, let's just gain some block, I guess. I really just gotta let the bleed do its job and try to survive. So, keeping Sirocco out front is the way to go. Prepared. Oh, this will give me 2 courage. So that means in subsequent rounds, I'm gonna get definitely a lot more ability to do things. So let's inflict more bleed and weaken him. We will discard this regular strike to do so. Let's prepare some more defense. And this will, now see it costs 1 because he's in the back. This will gain 8 block, and then it's going to do our total block of damage against him, but it won't get through his shield. But we need it just for the block value anyway. And then our Harrier down here is just going to keep adding to that bleed stack. See, the bleed is going to be how we win. His armor is so hard to overcome. Okay, do we have enough juice to get through? I don't think I do.
How are you gonna bail out?
Well, it's just I gotta survive the round. I gotta not get KO'd. But I actually... Do I have 7 damage? No, I'm at 6 damage. Oh, but the Harrier will kill him. Okay. Yeah, I think he's dead now. Yeah, the Harrier is too... What? What?
What just happened? Didn't he get replaced with
He turned into a mega monster. Oh, dude.
a dragon, deer, wolf? Like, what do you even call that?
Oh, no. This is so bad. I didn't know he could do this.
220, jeez.
Oh, man. I don't have anywhere near enough defense here. She's going to go down this round. I throw up the 5 block. That puts me at 8. Yeah, actually, I do survive as long as I put in some block. I was waiting till open wounds to get a chance to really double a big stack. I'm going to keep betting on that. He's only at 3 right now, so I'm going to wait a couple more turns and hope that comes back through. Oh, and he summons the other guy? Oh, man. This just got redonkulous. Oh, but Blade Dance is up to 22 damage now. What's he going to do? This enemy intends to use a major buff. Oh, no. I just gotta try and go for it. What else can I do? Alright. Wait, he's gone. What the... Oh, I gotta keep killing these little dudes? Is that how this works? Oh no, this is a much harder fight than I thought it would be. I'm feeling so much less confident nowadays. I can barely get through this guy's shield to even do damage. Oh, he's gonna hit for 40? Oh my god. Get Sirocco back out there, I guess. Just so the Harrier can get a hit in on him. Oh, this is bad. Oh, no, it's so bad. He gets 30 every round. That is so insane. Oh, I can't believe I have to beat, like, the spirit deer. Oh, down he goes. So, what happens when one of your characters dies, right, is cards are shuffled into your deck that are these revive songs. And you have to play 3 of them to bring your guy back. See, now I can double his wounds. Blind him, and I'll discard a wound card to try and reduce the damage. So he's coming at me for 30 damage. I have 1 defend card in hand. I mean, this is looking like the end of the road. And I'll get 1 of the 3 songs I need in, but if ever both your characters die, you basically are doomed. So there it is. We had a good run. We made a lot of progress. I can't believe how good this game is in early access. So here's the overall progression that your characters get. So you can see that I'm level 3 and level 2 at a party. I believe they told me that level 3 is the max for these two characters. When you get them to full, you get a new card that's like added into their potential cards that they can get. Then you go to the progression screen here. Here you can view your progress. The perk tree is where you spend these lovely pages you've picked up. And you can use them to create an extra heart on the map. Oh, that's why there was another heart on the map. I had bought 1 rank of extra healing. I can replace one of the basic strikes in my deck every time I start. I can get an additional gem choice from gem chests. Or I can just start the game with 50 more gold to kind of get faster. And then see, you can get 3 ranks in it. So potentially start with 150 more gold. You can also up this to get access to another tier, but as you can see, all of these are locked in the demo game. So there is not a lot of exploring I can do here right now, and I assume each hero might have things. I don't fully know. Expert talents versus secret compartment. I don't know what determines which of these you get access to, if it's your heroes that you did or what. Because I see the other heroes in here, but you know, it's like, you know, the turtle's talents are all the way at the bottomy bottom for some reason. So maybe you're supposed to play through them in order. I don't fully understand yet. Find bigger hearts. That's an interesting concept. I've never seen a big heart on the map. Or just always having one of the strikes in my deck replaced with something. It takes 30 pages to unlock. I might save up for that though, maybe. But these are kind of the meta progressions you can make. The game's still, I think, about 4 or 5 months away from release, so there's probably still going to be substantial changes to this experience. Because right now it's a little weak. I think they could do a little better with the meta presentation. The compendium shows you all the cards that you have unlocked for each character. So there are 7 cards I do not have with her, and there are, I also believe, 7 cards I don't have with so it's Shala and Sorako, and I don't know who this guy is or the turtle. The diamond is your gems here, so there are 5 gems I have not seen, and there are also 3 artifacts I have not seen. I unlocked the chalice from the palace after a pretty good run last time, so you won't have that when you get the game yourself at first. But there's a narrow window for which you can play this game due to the Steam like Festival of Games or whatever it's called. So I highly encourage that you go give Roguebook a try. I have had a blast playing this. This is the only demo that I've played in years where I've got like 5, 6, 7 hours of playing on it. And I just had to stream it because I was like, people have got to learn how cool Roguebook is. If you've got that Slay the Spire itch and you've been waiting for like what's the next one going to be past Dicey Dungeon, because if you haven't played that, you should play that first. But keep an eye on Roguebook. It is coming along real nice, and I would anticipate the reviews of this are probably going to be, you know, very stellar if it can keep up this kind of quality and the tuning is right and the other characters are interesting. But just my only black mark on this game is that Shara's voice acting is just so bad. Sorako's isn't that bad, so there's hope for the other characters, but her voice lines need redone. So I hope that's something that happens, and maybe they're placeholder samples. I don't know. Anyway, that's been me for tonight. I'm here with Yusuke. We might get on for some Crunk Night fights later. So if we do, I hope you join us in the world of fighting games. I'm the Kuroikaze, and thank you so much for watching. With that, I am out.